What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Hello and welcome in to the Monday edition of your show. My name is Gary, still your host around here. And this bad boy still, as far as we know, the only show originating out of Saskatoon. Here's the caveat. Originating out of Saskatoon, going live on the internet from 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Okay, we got that market cornered, and always so grateful and thankful to be able to kick off a show by saying that because, like we always say, when you're doing something different out there, that's how you get noticed, especially in this world we live in where everyone's trying to do what everyone else is doing. Don't be a sheep, be different. Take a chance. You could end up landing with a situation just like this one, which is, again, crazy. But here we are. What's it, like a year and 11 months now? Host of Tell Miracle. We're here. We got a bunch of shows on the network. We're doing a lot of good. Getting all set to MC the Heartworks art auction going on for our friends at the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. Shout out to Deb and Lori and Errol and Aaron, everybody over there. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you this Friday night. Tickets still on sale. You can get in on all of that. And we continue to share that love and that thanks with this camera. That's how we thank you. Now, as you see me here looking at our Maggie Cam, she is not in the best position as of yet. Marge, hey, can you stop cleaning for a second? All right, this might be good. We might be able to work. So thank you for continuing to let this movement of making the world a better place, reminding everybody, hey, just be nice to each other, man. Golden rules still work. Treat others how you want to be treated. We have this camera. And it is so, here she goes. Oh, see, every time you think she's ready, here she goes. Okay, she's going for something. She's digging something up. Maybe get an action Maggie Cam here. Say hello to the Maggie Cam. Sorry, Marge, I didn't mean to scare you there. You're a little bit off your spot. I do like that trophy you got behind you. That's pretty fun. So shout out to that. Look at her. What a great dog. I just realized as we are solo producing it today, so I don't have someone in the booth, and I don't think my, oh yeah, see, it's not even set up. Okay. This is going to be me today. Morgan Freeman gets the day off, as normally he does all these voiceovers for us. So here's me. And we'll see if we can do as good of a job as Mr. Freeman always does. The Maggie Cam, proudly presented to you by our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. They now do grooming services, granny approved grooming services, as my beautiful granny, shout out to Stella, 94 years old, I believe, was in complete disgust of the state that we let Marge's fur go. Now you have to understand, Grandma Stella, granny, she has very, very high standards for cleanliness in all aspects of life. So when Marge comes in there and she's like a little Maddie and she needs to get a big time blowout and get all the hair out, she gets a little upset. So Granny said, you get her over to Pet Planet on 8th Street and get her cleaned up. Brand new grooming services. We take her in. $60 for the blowout. They get all the hair that's about to be shedded all over your house. I said shedded, not the other one, just so you know. And they clean them up and they make them look like this beautiful cloud of a puppy. And along with that $60 blowout cleanup, you get a free toy. Marge has not stopped playing with her turtle that she got free of charge with her grooming service, so you can get in on all of that. You know all the other stuff they offer. We kick off every show blushing and gushing about our friends at Pet Planet on 8th Street because they are the best in the biz at what they do. They got treats on sale every Thursday, bones on sale every Tuesday. They got all the jerseys you can handle to make sure your puppy is cheering for the right team. She's sensing something right now. We got some people coming in here. This is exciting. What do you hear, old girl? You got some guests coming in? Got her eye on the door. Okay, I'm surprised you're not staring at that trophy behind you. It's very impressive. To quote Happy Gilmore, Mr. Gilmore, very impressive trophy you got there. So, getting back to business here, as we do like to go on tangents, they got 2 toy walls ready for you to walk your pup right up. They got their greeting dog, Leroy, who is such a pleasure to be greeted by. Mike and Rochelle run the place. They walk you through all the other stuff you need to know. They have the, not just most affordable, but the best in the biz when it comes to cleaning spas, all right, right in the back. And it's second to none. It's so sweet. They got a fashion aisle. They got the beds. You know, they got all the stuff, man. You need some booties for your pup? They got them. It is dirty season, so that spa will be cooking, if you will. All the normal dry foods, including Marge's favorite, the Go Solutions lamb-flavored furry coat blend. They got the raw foods in the back and the fridges if you're looking to make that change to the raw food diet. It's all there for you. And just in case you were a little on the fence if you should make that change, they are a local business. They care about our city. They care about you. So much so, they make sure they stay open after hours and on weekends, thanks to Chris and Kirsten. They understand you have a life. They understand times are tough. So they stay open longer and later to make sure you get in and you get what you need for your pup. This is the exact type of business we love promoting because it's a great business run by great people. It is time to make the change. Take the money out of the big corporations and put it back in to those small mom and pop shops. That's how we become stronger locally, and that's what we're all about here. So a big, big, big thank you to our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. She's going to go to sleep here. Look at this. We're going to get a Maggie sleep cam right away. We'll just go for it, girl. It's okay. Go to sleep, my sweet Margaret. Doze off into puppy dream town. There she goes. Got her bedtime. Nice. Great start to the show here. What a weekend we had. We're going to check in with a couple of our buddies who were out at the Shamrock Shaker, a curling bonspiel out in beautiful Candle Lake, Saskatchewan over the weekend. They will be coming in here. We'll be talking to them. And then, before all that, we got to check in with our buddy back on Friday and one of our favorite people. And I'm pretty sure I introduced him right off the top. Let's see if I can remember correctly.
Do a tennis draft. One person. Draft one person. That's just straight gambling.
Ian Goodwillie in the house. My guy, our basketball guru and male model and, motivation just to be better in life.
I try.
This guy brings it all right here, and we always appreciate it, dude. How are you doing, first and foremost? Everything going good?
I think I've gained some weight. I'm
man.
Happy about that. I'd like to get bigger yet.
Yeah.
I don't mean muscular. I mean just straight up fat.
Me too.
I'm not fat enough. I need to get fatter.
Yeah.
Feel good about that.
That way we're stronger in the post.
I just want to be big. My eventual goal is
Tom Hanks over here.
I just want to be big.
Stay away from those, what are those Zoltar machines?
Oh, man, if I used one of those right now, it would probably just turn me into, I don't know, some sort of lizard.
Ooh, a lizard
I don't
person.
think it would just be like, maybe Godzilla. That'd be sweet.
Gojira.
I want to wreck stuff.
Then you'd be a one-way ticket straight to the show, man.
I mean,
every team would want you out there in the NBA.
See what Wemby does about me then.
God, you see him again last night? Again, this is probably on Monday, but the game-winning bucket to send San Antonio the playoffs.
He's just so good. Like how many? Over the years, I've seen so many super tall dudes, like 7-footers and more, show up in basketball.
Taco Fall.
Yeah, I mean Taco Fall.
Love watching him.
Perfectly fine player. Not a great player.
Ain't no Wemby, yeah.
He's just tall, as most of what he's got. And that's, I think the stat is if you're over 7 feet tall, there in the U.S., there's a 1 in 5 chance you're in the NBA.
That's crazy.
And it's just because it's pure height.
Sean Bradley.
Yeah.
Manute Bol.
Yeah, he's fine.
That's all I can do. Bol, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I've never seen a 7-foot-plus tall guy with the level of skills that Victor has.
The thing. That is the
He can ball. He'll drain a bunch of threes on you.
Yeah.
He'll hit the J. He'll pass. He's throwing dimes the other night like crazy.
Yeah.
He threw, there was one game recently, it was this week, he threw like 3 alley-oops out. Like he was dishing them out to people.
He's supposed to be the guy finishing
Stephen
them.
Castle,
Yeah.
Compared to him, is a small child.
Mm-hmm.
And he was dishing out freaking, I'm like, what am I watching? Like Luke Cornett is taking passes from him to dunk them. I'm like, that's the wrong way.
Yeah, you guys doing it wrong.
And I'm like, I'm watching this guy. I watch him I've watched him get 3 blocks on one play. Yeah. Like he just keeps coming. He's so fast. Yeah. He moves so quickly, and he's so intense. He doesn't give up on anything.
Yeah, and see everything you just described. I noticed. I watched the Lakers Heat game last night. Bam Adebayo.
Ah, Bam.
God, I love this dude.
I've loved. He's been
so fun to watch.
One of the most underrated players in the league for a long time. He kind of fell into Jimmy Bucket's shadow when he was still with the Heat because I mean Butler does tend to draw attention.
That's what he does.
And then that 83-point game last week was what Bam needed to like remind people or show people that he does have presence.
Actually pretty good at this game, yeah.
I am actually good at this. And the number of people, what I've really hated is the number of people coming back at him like, oh, it's not as good as Kobe's game. I'm like,
God, I'm right there.
There was
what
there was
the hell?
too many free throws, or he didn't have a good enough
How dare
shooting.
you? It's not real because there was 43 free throws. Are they in the scorebook? Did they happen? It's real.
Yeah. I've watched
it's a skill getting to the line, right? Getting free throws is a skill.
You still have to sink them. You still have to make them. Yeah. There's still points. I don't care how. Getting to 83 points in a game, this is the third time 80-plus point game has happened. Kobe, 81. Wilt,
against the Raptors?
100.
Was that 81 against the Raptors?
Yeah.
I think it was. Yes. Sorry to bring that up. Wilt, and the argument with Wilt is, there's no tape, apparently. People are like chirping and saying, there's like no 3-point. Like everyone's trying to pick these records apart is what I'm saying. It's bullshit.
Well, and it's the nonstop need for conversation about it, and it's just not accepting it for what it is. It is a glorious achievement for Bam Adebayo.
Thank you.
And period. Like it's just to me, it was a statement game of him saying I should be taken seriously. Like they've been talking. There's been since Jimmy left. There have been talk. Okay, well the Heat need like they're like a superstar, and I'm like, you have one. His name is Bam.
Right there. Yeah,
like he's already there.
And he's learned how to shoot threes now.
Oh yeah, he's shooting.
He's jacking threes.
I swear, for 4 straight seasons, he shot like 1 3, and now he's sunk 100 plus this
crazy,
year.
Yeah, he just says, "Okay, I'll do this too."
Game's evolving.
Yeah.
And what the Heat need to do at this point is instead of like who's the guy that we need to find a guy to build around. They need to know they need to genuinely say we got to build around Bam.
Yeah.
He's still got a lot of game left.
So good.
And like just don't take him for granted. Like, don't worry about, like, they were talking about getting Ja Morant. Don't worry about Ja Morant.
Now, do you think they feel like that because he's not flashy enough? You need a flashy star?
Yeah, a lot of people, he's not an attention guy.
Yeah, which I love.
But he's a reliable guy, and he will come in and he will do the work. I mean, it's like people pay attention to Ja because spectacular dunks, which is great, but he doesn't do much else.
Besides flashing his gun around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe like Bam needs to start being a giant douche. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be sad if that's what it takes to get the respect you deserve?
Sometimes it is though.
Yeah,
that's the sad part.
That's
like
the bullshit. Yeah,
that's the era we're in. Like if Michael Jordan was playing right now, people would pay attention to him because he was playing so well. But because there's no there wouldn't be any drama unless he was gambling a lot again. I'm sure he is.
That's what he does.
Like it's just. But just being great at basketball doesn't get you the attention.
Yeah.
But I think
LeBron's a perfect example of that.
Yeah, and I think we're moving past that period.
I hope so.
I think we are because like Ja doesn't get much attention.
That's true.
Zion doesn't get much attention.
Yeah.
And they can both still play when they need to. When they're healthy once in a while.
That's the big one.
Always
getting dinged up.
You know who the big guy is from that year they were drafted now? You know who the most reliable guy is? RJ Barrett. He's one of the top guys drafted that same season.
RJ.
Who's had a better career? Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, RJ Barrett.
Isn't that crazy?
RJ Barrett.
By far.
Period.
By far.
If you right now, knowing what you know now about those three guys, had to go back in time and redraft, you take RJ Barrett every time.
Yeah.
Period.
The potential there was so huge with the other two, and they showed it in small stints in the big leagues.
There.
But, RJ is consistent. Of course, a Canadian kid, right? The guy doing it the right way. That's why you do it.
Love him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
The long game.
Exactly.
I appreciate that. Hanging out with Ian Goodwillie. Tell us about all the places you write for, because you're writing all over the place.
A Royal Pain, Hoops Habit, and Last Word on Sports.
Ooh, and the Pistons. We want to talk about poor Cade?
Oh, my God.
I didn't even see what happened. Like, tell me what happened.
Nothing happened.
His lung just collapsed.
No, he had some level of pneumonia. I think it was bacterial pneumonia, and his lung collapsed.
Dude.
I don't know how, I think it was a partial collapse. Doesn't matter. Any collapse is bad when you're talking about a lung.
That was my next question. They said like a couple weeks. Like, how is a collapsed lung only a couple weeks?
I think they're being optimistic.
Okay.
I think they're trying to stay positive with the playoffs coming up.
That's it.
But, I mean, they won their last couple games. They were also playing Washington. So, I mean, if they didn't, and Jalen Duren is an incredible basketball player. There's a reason why he was an all-star for the first time this season.
Mm-hmm.
He is great, and there's a lot of great players on that team. But losing Cade like that before the playoffs, if he doesn't, if he can't, it's demoralizing for a team. Like it's psychologically, even if they've got a great team still, psychologically, it's a killer.
Yeah, that's your leader.
I mean, look what happened in Game 7 last year. Tyrese goes down, and the Pacers fell apart.
Destroyed.
Not because they couldn't play, but because it's so demoralizing to lose your leader.
Yeah, and when everything goes through that guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very tough to make that up.
It is very tough.
WNBA stuff?
Oh, we're so happy they signed a contract. We have a season.
Hooray!
They're getting paid more money.
Which is what everyone wanted.
Which is what everybody wants. It's crazy to think, like, we're looking at Supermax contracts now that start around $1.4 million. And
Supermax, but if you're keeping track at home, Supermax
WNBA,
in the NBA, what's the Supermax? 180?
Oh, yeah.
To something? Like, it's insane.
It's hundreds of millions.
To give you an idea, so Supermax in the dub, 1.4.
Well, they've gone from, and this is the crazy part, the salary cap in the WNBA under this contract is now up to $7 million. Before this year, it was $1.5 million was the salary cap.
Bit of a jump.
That's a huge jump for them. And like the salary cap in the NBA is damn near $200 million. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's
progress there, right?
Progress.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that Caitlin Clark has elevated not necessarily the game itself.
I would say the game itself, dude. I actually watch games now when Caitlin's playing.
Well,
when Indiana's
that's
on,
what I'm saying. Like the perception of it and people watching it, the actual quality of play, I don't think has changed.
Yes.
Like they're still playing the same basketball.
That's right.
Asia Wilson remains the best player in the league. That has not changed.
Yeah.
But definitely she's brought more eyes on it. There's no question of that. Mm-hmm. Like it's that she's been good for them in that way, and this would not have happened without her, whether some people want to admit it or not.
I just don't get the argument. I don't understand why everyone can't just be happy that more people are watching. Like, why does it have to be this big sort of battle between the OG WNBA gals and the new one? Like, literally the new one. There's one person that brought all of this to you, and nobody is grateful enough to even say thank you, to the point where they're pissed off at it. Like, how could you be pissed off at someone growing your sport?
I think it's because we don't see the same kind of media here about it they do in the U.S. Okay. We're in Canada with the tempo coming, and the tempo starting this year.
Tempo.
It's going to be a bit different. We'll start seeing more content about it out here. But in the U.S., it's got nothing to do with Caitlin herself. It's got nothing to do with the WNBA. It's got everything to do with the way people talk about Caitlin. And the rhetoric has been, this sport was 100% irrelevant. This league did not matter. There was nothing going on until she showed up. And that's what's causing the problem. It's got nothing to do with Caitlin herself. She just shows up and plays basketball and doesn't talk crap about anybody.
She does it the right way. That's the problem. That's why I get so upset. She gets beat up all the time because all these girls are angry at her. It's like, man, all she's doing is just...
the other problem with the WNBA. They've got crap refs.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
It is one of the worst ref leagues of any sport.
Is it crap ref or corrupt? Ref.
Crap. No, they're just bad.
They just don't
They're not corrupt.
How can I see it?
They're not good enough.
How can a normal person watching see it?
Capable enough to be corrupt.
Wow.
They're just real bad at it.
That's not fair, man.
It's honestly, WNBA is some of the roughest basketball.
It's insane.
It's an entire league of 1980s Pistons teams, just beating the crap out of each other. Like, it's just straight up.
You got Lambier out there throwing elbows all over the place.
He would be concerned out there because they're not screwing around on that court.
Yeah.
Those ladies are not screwing around. They will knock your teeth out.
Literally.
And the problem is they don't have refs doing, like, the refs don't do much about it.
So this is more a case of the refs letting them go further than they should.
It's not just Caitlin. Like,
Caitlin's the one I always see.
Yeah, Caitlin's the one who gets the attention because she's Caitlin. So when people beat on her, you're like, that's gonna be newsworthy. Yeah. It happens in every game. Any remotely major star. I've watched Paige Beckers get knocked around. Yeah. I've seen it happen to Asia. I've seen it happen to anybody of note in that league. Yeah. It's a war to the hoop every time she wants to lay it in. It's a war every time Sabrina wants to take a three.
See, do you know what's crazy? Is all those names you just dropped, I knew who you were talking about. Yeah. So apparently I'm paying attention now.
You absolutely are.
This is very cool.
Fun fact, Sabrina's shoes, best basketball shoes in the business. They're incredible.
How do you say her last name? Ionescu?
Ionescu? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I might be wrong. But the point is, like, half the NBA is wearing her shoes at this point.
She's the MJ.
Oh, her shoes are like they're great basketball shoes.
Nice. And they look like
They're
very
great
nice.
looking shoes. They're great looking shoes, but they are great
Elite.
basketball shoes.
Like
Oh my God. People are just, they love them because those are if you're looking for basketball shoes to play legit ball, you want Sabrina's.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. There's been a ton of effort put into them. I have no knocks against those shoes. No knocks against Sabrina either. I mean, she's great.
Yeah, those names you dropped, those are like stalwarts in the WNBA world.
They're very important players.
Talking basketball here. Where else do you want to go? Raptors real quick?
Always.
Raptors or Huskies? Let's celebrate the Huskies real quick.
Let's do some Huskies. Let's celebrate the women.
Okay.
We were just talking about the WNBA. Yeah. Let's talk about the ladies over at the Huskies.
The redemption tour, baby.
2 years in a row, champions.
One loss in there. One loss. And it turns out it was in the playoffs and still in that large bid. You go back.
Yep.
Gage Grassick and the squad doing work.
They're doing work. That's 2 in a row.
So proud.
It's an incredible program. Lisa's been heading up that team, the head coach of that team since 98, 99? Like,
elite.
That's how you build.
Yeah.
You need a head coach who's in it for the long haul.
Do you think, now, here I am just throwing stones at the wall here. Do you think she could get some sort of position in the WNBA?
I think she easily could.
That's what I'm thinking.
I would be paying, the problem is I don't know how much they pay attention to, Canadian colleges.
This is it.
But if I was if I had a program in the U.S., in college, if I was a WNBA team franchise, or frankly an NBA franchise, I would be paying attention.
Absolutely. What she's doing there is pretty remarkable.
What she has done with the U of S program is incredible. What they've done is incredible. I think she's got 4 titles in her time there.
That's crazy.
2 in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, good God. Would you expect we have to be honest about a reality here. Canada's not a big basketball country. It's growing, but we're not a huge basketball country.
There's a reason we're the only people talking about basketball right now in this city.
Exactly. And on top of that, college sports aren't revered in the way they are in the U.S.
That's the big thing. I always ask if a Gage Grassick could make it in a WNBA. And
she could. She definitely could. Will she get there? It's a bit different.
The opportunity.
But if you look at the U.S., which is more popular, the NFL or college ball? College ball all day.
Which is insane.
There was a talk at one point of them merging in a way.
Yeah.
And having college teams play NFL teams. College teams would destroy. The top college teams, top NFL teams couldn't keep up. There's no question of that. They are better football. They're just better run programs because NFL teams are about the money.
Mm-hmm.
College teams, they're about kicking ass and getting wins, and they don't care how they do it. They will go as hard as they can.
They've proven that for sure.
Oh, they proved it time and time again. But we don't have that kind of college sports culture in Canada. We just don't.
Fair.
And so playing basketball is trying to get attention on basketball is hard enough. Trying to get attention on college basketball, oof. That's a tough one.
March Madness. Look at it right now. It's going on.
Yeah. I've got a bracket in. I'm going to lose.
Oh, of course.
I'm terrible with my March Madness
brackets. I stopped doing brackets about 10 years ago because it was just throwing money away.
I just like doing them to see what happens.
Yeah.
And I'm I know enough to put one together, but they're not good, and I'm not going to do well. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to die here. This is going to be another year of embarrassment. My brackets are often broken. The first game.
Oh yeah.
It's
you got to go big somewhere, man. Right? You got to go big somewhere. You got to take a chance on something.
Well, see what happens, right?
I love having the balls to take that 16 seed first win right off the top. Yeah.
I did a team in university. There was a friend of mine and I. We did a bracket together. But he's a huge Blue Jays fan.
Go Jays!
And there's a college team called the Blue Jays, and he insisted on them going all the way to win the whole thing because they were named the Blue Jays, and they were knocked out in the first round. And I'm I just stared at him he's like, oh well, win some, lose some. I'm I'm going to choke you. I'm going to wait till you're in the shower, and then I'm going to choke you out. You bastard. You made me. Their only logic was it was the same team name.
Hey, sometimes that's what it takes. Jerseys. I know lots of people that pick teams just out by their jerseys.
God.
All that stuff.
But I credit where credit is due to the women's basketball program here.
Shout out to the Huskies. Here.
There are players, absolutely. There are players on that team that should be in the WNBA. There are coaches on that team that should be making it to another level of coaching. We've got. And I'm hoping that at some point, like the U.S. systems start paying attention because
At some point, you got to break that wall down.
And I think we're getting there. Particularly, like there's 20 odd Canadians in the NBA right now. Obviously, SGA. Obviously, Jamal Murray. Like there's some champions. Well, assuming Lou Dort doesn't murder somebody on the court soon.
Speaking
you
of
need
that,
to
Dylan
slow
Brooks.
down, Lou.
Dylan Brooks, same thing.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks is a dick, but he hasn't tried to murder
That's
Nicola recently.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Lou,
not very Canadian of you.
It's not very Canadian of you.
And that
You're
look
not
on his face, remember? I thought Joker was going to kill somebody. He was just like,
especially if his brothers are in the crowd. Those two monsters.
Yeah. Are they like Serbian mafia or something?
I don't know what they are, but I know that Nicola's the smallest of them.
Yeah.
The other two are behemoths. They would just take your arms off and beat you with. And there's a couple of times I've seen over the years when Nicola has gotten into something on the court,
and they stand up.
I've seen security having to hold them back. They want on the court. They want when they won the title. This is one of my favorite things ever. His biggest brother found Jamal Murray's dad when they won the title, and it was like had him picked up and was hugging him, and Jamal. His dad, not a small dude, but looked like a child compared to this, but just gigantic Eastern Bloc man.
I love that odd pair, of Jamal and Joker, like together.
Oh,
like best friends in the world, they say.
Yeah.
They say like they have an unspoken bond you can never duplicate. And it's like couldn't be more different human beings being together like that. And then seeing like the outside of that with like the family members stuff, so cool to me.
It is.
Before we finish up here, Raptors. Tell me about the Raptors. Games. How are we feeling? Getting ready. So we're getting close now to playoff time, aren't we?
But it's a lot of teams have 10 to 12 games left right now. Maybe in some cases more, depending on how their season was laid out. We're getting close to the end. The Raptors they're going to make the postseason in some capacity.
Which is what we want. Yeah. See what we got.
It might be the play-in, but they're winning enough games right now that playoffs are not out of the question for them still.
Which is good.
Like most of the teams, particularly in the East, that are going to make the postseason are fairly cemented at this point.
Yeah.
How they fit in is the problem. Like there's a lot of variation in that kind of play into back half of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because I know that obviously Detroit has cemented their place in the playoffs, and as have the Knicks and the Celtics. A good spot.
You probably want to try to line up, play Detroit at some point if Cade's still out, hey?
If you're going to play them, it would be nice to do it early.
That's what I mean.
Get it out of the way
because he's going to come back at some point.
If the Raptors are going to run up against the Pistons, it would be nice if we do it in the first round. Yeah. And the only way they're going to do that is if they're the 8th seed. They have to go to the play-in and win. Like they have to be in a position to win the spot that'll get them the 8th seed.
Exactly. So that's 10-9, 8-7. They do the play-in, right?
They're going to have. That means they have to do 2 play-in games.
Okay.
To get to the 8th spot, and that seed then takes on number 1, which will most likely. I mean, if you want it, it seems insane to say this. The team that if I was them,
what I was thinking. Yeah.
The team if I was the Raptors that I don't want the Celtics off the bat.
Oh, they're so good with Tatum back.
With Tatum back, you want that to be somebody else's problem to the last possible minute.
They're going to repeat, aren't they?
They are.
Or not repeat, but they're going to win it again.
There's actually potential.
They're so good with him.
I wouldn't be shocked at this point.
To see how they did without Tatum, then to throw a Tatum into that.
Oh yeah, Celtics easy. I think we're looking at a Celtics Spurs final personally.
Yeah, I bet you that's a top 3 or 4 bet for the final two.
Easy. At some point, I believe that the Spurs and the Thunder will run up against each other in the playoffs. And the Spurs this season have a 4-1 record against them. They have proven they can beat the Thunder 4 times.
Yeah, and that's your defending champs, by the way.
That's the champ. Yeah. And that's what you need. It's not just can you beat a team, can you beat that team 4 times?
Exactly. Yeah.
And the Spurs are walking into that meeting with every ounce of confidence. Yeah. They know damn well as long as Wemby is healthy and he's on that court and his team is functioning around him, he will dissect them. And that's when the Lou Dort thing comes in. Is he just going to kneecap him?
Yeah.
Is he going to Tanya Harding him on the way out?
Hey. It's an accident. It's always an accident. He's doing our Draymond thing,
It's an accident. Actually, another interesting side note with the Raptors, we've got likely expansion drafts coming up.
Yeah, I heard 2 more teams.
Seattle and Vegas, most likely. If the Board of Governors don't vote them in, be shocked. Yeah. Vegas has been the unofficial 31st city for about a decade now. They do so much there. They've been prepping for this a while. And Seattle losing a franchise is one of the greatest injustices in the
Bring back
history of the league.
Supersonics.
Supersonics.
Sean Kemp, Gary
And
Payton, make
the
it
crazy
happen.
part is when they come back in the deal, when the franchise moved to Oklahoma City, part of the deal was if the Sonics come back, we get our history back.
Oh, so they can steal the whole.
Everything pre-Thunder goes back to Seattle with them. Their titles, everything.
I love
like
that.
Everything that was Sonics.
Bring back the
them
Sonics.
Again. And the other this is just a little side note on that. You know whose contract is done with Houston when they start playing in 2028?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. He was drafted by the Sonics.
Full circle.
He moved with the team. He found out. Yeah. He found out that they were moving to OKC on the streets of New York during the draft. He was walking, and some reporter asked him a question, how he felt about moving to OKC. To which his response was, "What are you talking about?"
I'm a Supersonic, bro.
Exactly. I was like, "I'm a Seattle guy." No, you're not.
Not anymore.
But what's interesting is that means when both those two teams will be Western Conference. Yeah. That means either most likely the Grizzlies or the Wolves will have to move to the Eastern Conference. And in turn, that move will then potentially bump the Raptors out of their division. And they'll have to change. They may end up having to change divisions.
Now, do we want that as a Raptor fan?
That's hard to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. There's a lot of what ifs there. I think in part it will depend on, with both these teams are likely happening. And one of the Grizzlies or the Wolves will have to move to the Eastern Conference, which could be, who cares about the Grizzlies? Unless they go back to Vancouver, I don't care. Also, a number of players, including Draymond Green, have been requesting lately that, because one of the other potential places for a team down the road is Nashville. Ooh. And they're like, can we just move the Memphis team? Because we're tired of going to Memphis. We're going to get stabbed. Jeez. It's rough. But they're like, we know that Adam Silver doesn't want to move teams. He wants more teams. Yeah. But that might be one where he might have to just slide it down the road to Nashville, please and thank you. But for the Wolves, I think a move to the Eastern Conference could be incredible. Yeah. Like it might be what they need to be able to push
the hump.
To get they're kind of like in the Western Conference is stacked.
Tough out there.
It's tough out there. Yeah. But yeah, it could mean a divisional move for the Raptors. Not necessarily. It could be another team from their division. But there is potential for a divisional move because of this.
Dude, always appreciate when you stop by, give us some time. Tell us one more time, writing for the Royal Pain, as well as
Hoops Habit
and
Last Word on Sports.
Check him out online. This guy knows what he's talking about. Huge congratulations again to the Huskies women's team, back-to-back natties, no big deal. And go Raptors, go as we get set for playoff time around the corner.
Go, baby.
See what's going to happen. Thank you so much, bud. I love you.
Love you too.
So beautiful. Ian Goodwillie in the house, but it was on Friday, but still love talking basketball with him. You may know this man from Mondays and Thursdays around here. He also brought his posse, and we got J-Dog and C-Dog over on the side over here. And I guess we don't have them on camera right now, but that's okay. They probably don't want to be on camera right now. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Boontis. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, good. Good.
Just good? That's it?
Ah, good. No, it's good to be back in Saskatoon.
You know, I expected you to have more of the human rock band voice. You're very quiet when you're in here. What's up with that? Like, because we don't have any drinking poos going? Is that what's happening?
Well, yeah.
Very quiet.
Yeah.
Speak up a little louder. That's okay.
Like literally.
Yeah, like I'm just watching you. You can see your levels here, right?
Okay.
That's it. I'm just trying to do some producing while I'm going on. That's all good.
Gotcha.
Happy to be home.
How do
I don't know. What do I do with my hands? Not sure how this works. Welcome home.
Yeah.
You've been you did a little tour this morning to see some old buddies. Shout out to Big Yowzbowski. Went for a workout with him and old Sweet Ass. How was that for you?
Yeah. Oh, it was good. You know what? Through the whole thing, I felt good. So that means I'm really gonna hurt.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to walk.
Yeah.
And we're used to that.
Yeah.
So that is always good.
Let's call that a Tuesday.
Hey, here we are. Well, it could be every day around here because every time I walk, things hurt. So, and especially, I was talking, we had our buddy Flats in here earlier, host of Good Sports, new episodes every Thursday. And we were talking about the fact that guy was at a curling bonspiel this weekend. I didn't throw a single rock, yet I feel like I played the entire weekend.
Well, every single throw. Yeah. So you were watching.
Yeah. Didn't even touch the ice. Didn't even touch a pebble.
Yeah, it was good. Good time.
We got in there, man.
First time hurling. I think first Bond.
Besides sped back in the day when we go with
High school special education. Yeah. I threw rock.
Did you fall? I remember falling when I was throwing them in sped.
No. I think I was good. Yeah.
You fell this weekend?
No, I didn't.
Well, okay. Well, we'll wait for the Seahawk to make a full ruling on this, because you had a slip. It's true. You didn't fall like Frankenstein fell. Sweet ass. Everyone fell. Like 5 of our 8 guys had a fall out there.
Yes. Well,
yours was as you were throwing and you sort of yard sale.
If I fell. But we will get into that with
yes.
the final ruling.
Yes,
but,
for sure.
And that's the number one risk of hurling is falling and smacking your head.
Especially when you're your first time. When Brody fell, he was sweet. He was tucked the whole time. Make sure you don't crack the head.
Yes.
Tuck. Boom. Like that.
Yeah.
So
save the head, hurt everything else.
And again, shout out to Skip Brody for leading his team to a C final victory.
Yeah, he definitely. So my first time in a Bonspiel, being the first on the team, you make a few mistakes, and it all.
You looked like a natural out there, dude. You really did.
Piles up onto the skip.
Yeah.
So and yes, he did a great job. Both the games that I was in, we won. So he had to pull a lot of weight, dead weight, after a few missed shots.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. Very excited getting that. I ate a lot of pie. I got into the pie a little bit.
You ate your share and then some.
Yes, the Candle Lake community came together for this Shamrock Shaker Bonspiel, and boy, oh boy, did I ever I told the boys I relapsed off of my fasting. Like, if I'm going to do this, we're going to do this. So I was in there at the candies, all the pies. Didn't get the coconut cream in. They ran out before.
Well.
Yeah.
You know, all I got was I had
the desserts. Oh, God, they were so good. Yeah, I had a little bit, dare I say, a lot of everything. Still paying the price and still totally worth it. We'll talk a little bit about wings right now because we inch ever closer to hanging into Bugsies. I know.
When are we going to get those?
We should go say hi. Maybe we can go for a little meeting with Brad. Yeah. No, it's all good because
we need to get there. I'm just realizing.
It's the passport you pick up. Markham Mall or Lawson Heights locations. We're talking about Bugsies, the 69 wing crew inside. 69 different, unique, incredible, dare I say delicious, the most delicious wings you'll ever put in your mouth right here. Once you have all of them knocked out, you win the shirt right there. Okay? Legion of Doom shoulder pads on the Ruckus cock shredding on top of an amplifier. Very cool shirt. Demands respect any room you walk into. And every Tuesday and Thursday, over half price off in-house. So it's a lot easier to order these bad boys, get them knocked out, win the shirt. Every time I talk about them, I literally start drooling. Like, it's not a gimmick. This is what happens.
Yeah, I am
They're
too.
so freaking good.
And I'm sitting there thinking, like, do they have an option to order all 60? Like,
I'm sure you could.
Put them
with
on
a
my
free
table.
shirt. Well,
How much does it cost?
That's what we're going to be doing when we head in there and we do a show from there. Hopefully, end of April now is when we're looking at. Well, hey, I will happily pay full price for these bad boys. That's how good they are. They also come right to your door. Skip the dishes or Uber Eats. Just go to Smitty's, order a plain wing, and then in the memo of that plain wing, put the flavors you want off your passport. Come right to your door. Thank you to our friends over at Bugsies. I'm going to check in with Seahawk right now. A little worried. A little bit worried. I do have a video I want to play, but I want him to see it and talk about it. So I'll send him a message saying, hey, buddy. Yeah, in case you're wondering if we're live, we are always, well, not always live. We play the precept, but the show in general is always live. We're always doing this stuff. Producing on the run. Well, I know that you got a couple of jabronis who need to get picked up and you got to go to school, got to do all that stuff. So, you know.
Right around bus drop-off time.
Yeah.
Can be a little hectic.
Of course. And
although now with the time change.
Hey, he says he's in the green room. Look at that. Okay. Awesome. I was just about to text him. It's like he knew. I'm going to flip him over. I'm a little worried why he didn't pop up on the screen. So we'll see what's up.
Okay.
Boontis, tell us more about your time home.
Well, yeah, just did we talk about the quick workout? Yeah, you briefly alluded to it. That was this morning. Good. It's always good. I don't get enough workouts in, but Matt Yowzy's got a nice what is it? I can't remember the name. 10 training facility over there, North End. As we were walking in, Mr. Stotner of Stotner Concrete Services warned me that as we walk in, you have to look both ways to make sure you don't get hit by a forklift. Which, I just, what does he mean by that? As I was walking. But then, you open the door, and all of a sudden there was a loading bay, and there was indeed a truck backing up. So you actually do have to look both ways to make sure you don't get run over by a forklift.
Great lesson. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. Say hello.
Hey, Cal. There he is.
We got him. You talking?
Not yet.
Talk to me, dog.
I can hear you, boys.
I
Yes.
can hear you. Beautiful.
Bro, you look great. Were you outside? Why do you got your scarf on?
Oh, yeah, I was just in my garage.
Style?
Besides
Hey,
looking sick. Awesome. Yes.
so my pal, he's a sit skier.
Yeah.
Brought a sit ski for me, and he got it. Like I transferred into it. He kind of like zoned in on what I needed to do. So yeah, boys, I'm gonna be back on the Nordic Trail.
Dog. Okay, hold on. You got like a dead spot in that basement where you're at, or cutting in a little bit. Just so you are
Dang.
aware. It's okay. No, you're holding up. It usually settles, so we should be fine. When you talk about your sit ski, are you talking about, I'm going to play a video here. Are you talking about something like this? Oh, we don't have the audio. The audio was supposed to play too. Not as fun.
Well, I can give the play-by-play.
Tell us what's going on here. What are we looking at?
Okay, so this is
Random,
this
besides the random
weekend-
stranger that pulled up beside us and,
Yeah,
hey, look at
no,
that.
I'm on a ski rig that was designed by a good friend of mine, Philip Lopros, and Donnie Jacko from D-Jax Welding.
Nice.
And what
shout out
it
to
is
D-Jax.
you just like roll into this framework with my wheelchair. It locks into place, and it's bolted into downhill skis. And it's used to the idea was to use it to go on winter hikes, and actually to move me from my vehicle to his acreage. But I brought it up to Candle Lake this weekend, and
Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Do you want to talk about how how this conversation started for you as we went to bring you into the curling rink, and you ended up parked a long way, didn't you?
yeah, I gotta hand it to Candle Lake. Accessibility was great in terms of ramps, bathrooms. I think the curling rink even had a handicap button to press. So all big things that they're doing there.
Yep.
But one thing that happened was that parking lot was so packed for this bomb, I couldn't get close to the ramp. So I had to park all the way down, far by the recycle bins. Dang, that was far, man. But I wasn't worried because I knew I had friends, right?
Dude,
I called up Gary. He came over, and I'm like, hey, man, I got a rig in the back of my van. Let's try it.
well,
And-
hey, no, you don't give this enough. This is the heart of the story here, Seahawk. This is
All
where
right,
it all
you
becomes
take it over.
cool. Yeah.
You take it over.
Okay, so I get there, we get the call, I come out to meet you, and I call you on the phone. I'm expecting to be right by the door. I'm like, hey, bud, where are you? Can't see you. You're like, I'm all the way at the back of the parking lot. And I'm like, oh my God, we have to push you? You're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I come all the way to the end. I find you. There you are, your beautiful, beautiful ride. See me rolling. The van we've talked about numerous times here. License plate, see me rolling all the way at the back. We did get to meet, that's another story we'll get into in a little bit, the guy that previously owned them. I'm a Segway, gonna catch the hawk riding dirty. So then I finally make it to your vehicle. You're about to transfer out into your chair. And I say to you, yo, doggy, are we really gonna be just pushing this thing in the tires? Like, yeah, man, I guess so. I do have this contraption in the vehicle. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, Cal looks at me and goes, you want to get a little bit crazy? I go, I love getting crazy with you, Cal. He says, all right, grab those things. And so I
I
grab out.
thought it was going to be fun.
It was.
Right?
Once we figured it out, it took us about 10 minutes to get the
Yes.
thing put together and figure out how it all goes. But once we finally got you on there, we just walked you right up and got you up the ramp. And I would say about the third time, we really got it down pat, where it's like, okay, we can do this quick and easy.
Yeah.
But that first little journey was
Well,
really something.
and you know what? It was fun for me to kind of be in there, you know, like, and to try it out for sure to see
Yeah.
how it worked, and then just have like pals like,
Well, Demo's
you know,
pushing. I'm gonna play this video again so everyone
yeah,
see how cool this is. Look at
helping me
Demo
out.
pushing. Yeah. We're just rolling in. This
Oh,
random stranger pulls up, gives us a shout out for the sick ride. We're like, yeah, we know, dog.
Well, and this must happen
It is.
everywhere, where especially Saskatchewan, there's the snow. When the snow hits, the snow stays, right? And parking lots just become a free for all.
Yeah, good
Right.
point. Good point.
And lots of times, you know,
There's the
people
whip right there. You
rely
can see it.
on,
There's the van.
you know, the pain, and so, you know, like you said, credit due to, you know, Handle Lake for having accessibility options. But when, you know, parking lots are completely covered, you know, the people that are parking there can't see. Maybe there isn't a sign up, you know, up above the snow, right? And so, yeah, it's probably bound to happen. And then, you know, I can't speak for you, but I'm pretty sure on the skis was a totally different ride in than just rolling.
If we had to roll, man, that would have been
Yeah.
a long ride.
Yeah, you know, it made going back out to the, you know, back out to grab
water.
you know,
For water. We went out.
the vehicle, my water bottle a couple times. Well, one time. But like, you know, yeah, I kind of made it like a little bit of a fun excursion. I wasn't bitter, you know what I mean? Like I could have been like, oh man, like this sucks. Like
Totally.
why isn't it like this? But
You did have,
you know, like my weekend. Oh, I was gonna say my weekend was like happy because boys, I was really nervous. Like I was like on the fence of wanting to go or not staying the night, right? But I was, you know, I had a great time, but I also kept on, you know, finding myself in places and situations that, you know, accommodations were made for wheelchair use and specifically for me, you know, like, you know, my experience in the curling hall was good. My experience at Emma's Kitchen was good. My experience staying over at Pat's cabin was good, you know. Yeah,
except
like,
for me,
I was worried about it, man.
Except for me keeping you up till 5 a.m. with that TV. And again, I stayed. It was at 5. The volume was at 5. I couldn't even hear it. All I could hear was everyone in the house snoring.
I had asked you first to turn it down, and you did.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
No, it was all good, man. Like, you know what? Let me be honest with you, boys. My biggest concern staying over night someplace is, and this is going to sound like kind of weird, but whatever. This is the life I'm living right now. Is what if I have incontinence where I can't control my urine, like my bladder, and like, you know, like I have an accident, man. Like that was like gonna keep me back from going on this trip.
And you know what my answer to that was, bro, you won't be the only one pissing your pants. It's fine.
That's
this is the crowd you want to be
fellas
with.
There that that had happened.
And it's funny because in your head, of course, that's legitimate, and to us, that's a throwaway. It's like, what are you talking about? Like that means nothing, but we understand where you're coming from. That's the whole thing. And I will say as well, another tip for people as we all become more aware of a life within accessibility, that realm, when you see that whip, see me rolling van pull up, do not park right beside it. He has a pylon we have to put out to make sure he has enough room to transfer into his thing to get him up and in and do his whole thing. So if you see a handicapped thing in a vehicle, just try to give them as much space as you can around the driver's side for that. Yeah, that's the whole thing. So very cool. Well, go ahead.
The best handicap parking spaces have a buffer on either side so that people can get in and out of their vehicles because you need extra space. Maybe you have a ramp.
Yep.
For me, I have a like an arm robot.
It's so cool.
Or even if you're unloading your wheelchair, you need space, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, those are the best parking spaces is when they have those buffers for sure.
It's nice to know that when you hear people say, "Oh, no one's ever using these parking spots." Yeah, this is why. Like they stay open for situations like this. Like I think we're at a point now in life where we can start bringing back like, hey, let's respect the accessibility parking lots. Yeah. Like, whenever I see that, that's a whole show for another day. I do want to give a shout out to our friend Carly and her team over at Next Level Painting, always doing so much good as they're doing the home style show over the weekend. And they just, I can't say enough good things. They did the roof here, the wall, like they transformed this studio into like a cozy, like it was already cozy, warm, and welcoming. But once you put that extra little bit of love on the walls and the roof, it's really become a home. So they do everything, and they're so professional. Check them out. You'll see on the banner down below a big paint can with a QR code on it. Hit that QR code, and they'll get into conversation with you and figure out the best way to get what you need to get done. And they do it very caringly. We wouldn't promote them if they weren't really good at what they do and if they weren't very reliable. So shout out to Carly and her team over there as we continue on the Monday edition of your show, hanging out with Boontis in studio, Seahawk on the Zoom. We got Carson Jackson over here as well, chilling. Margaret somewhere. Did I let her out? I probably let her out, hey? She's probably out yelling at people. Now, you guys see her anywhere? Is she up here? Oh, she is right here still. Okay, as long as she's not in the garbage can. She likes to get snacks in there sometimes. I yell at her. Okay. You said you had a great time. I asked you how it all went. You said it was fantastic. We want to talk about our man Kelly, who previously owned your vehicle and made sure that you knew how awesome it was. The guy that owned the van before, you remember that?
Yeah.
How cool was that
Yeah,
to see the guy that, created your baby? Or birthed it, I guess.
Yeah, it was neat. I think just really a friendly fellow. And was happy to see me out and about.
Yeah.
And probably excited to know that like the van has been modified and is running well.
You are kind of a celebrity out there, hey? You notice that? Like you were kind of like the life of the party in there.
Well, I don't know. People had to definitely walk
We
on
did
me to get to the bathroom.
We did get bumped a lot when people were going for it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But that's our fault for picking a spot by there. That's on us, I think.
That Can Lake bomb spiel is just is a super cool event. I think they're going to do even more to accommodate to age. I'm part of the age friendly committee out there. So just like to accommodate more like mobility, they're talking about putting a elevator to go from the hall down to the rink space so that people with mobility issues can curl.
You're gonna be curling next year, Doc. I'm gonna be on your team.
You know
Boontis and I will be on your team next year.
I think I'll give that a go.
Why wouldn't you?
It might be the only time I curl, but well, maybe not. Maybe I'll pick it up. I don't know.
They're already using your sticks, man. They're just shorter. That's all. They're doing that whole like walk up and push.
That's right. And hey, it was great. It was great chumming around with you, Boone. It's been a long time to like hang out in person. So that was just like a real treat to have you here for the weekend, and
all of us are feeling that.
Just have good friends to be around. I felt super comfortable the whole weekend, and all my fears and what I thought was going to be super awkward was it was all good.
Dude, literally, like if you would have peed your pants, I would have peed mine right beside you and said, "Look at me, I'm Miles Davis." Eh? Anyone? Billy Madison? Dropped that one a couple times. To be fair with this guy too, first thing he said when we were leaving is like, "I can't wait to see Cal. It's been so long." Like everyone is sort of like that with you. So to have you actually follow through and overcome your fears and do that, it was not lost on us. And so I'm happy that you enjoyed it as much as we all did, because it was a heck of a time. I do want to know, what do you think the over-under was on how many pieces of pie I ate at the curling rink?
Well, I don't know gambling, but I wouldn't have bet on you to eat almost every pie they had.
Yeah. We had blueberry, we had lemon meringue, we had cherry, and we had...
There's pumpkin.
Well, that wasn't pie, though. I didn't get the pumpkin, And I didn't get the coconut cream pie. Yeah, it was out, so that would have been 4. So I had 3 of the 5 pies, and then the desserts. I had a pistachio, I had a lemon, I had the other one. No. And then I had all the free candy that I hope was free that was set out for everybody to eat. I kept bringing that back, but I also bought 4 packs of M&Ms for the boys that we just throw on the table. And at one point, it looked like we were playing Hungry Hungry Hippos. I would take the thing, open up, put it on the table, and all the boys just, it's like someone behind them doing this. Get them all. But the food, incredible. Absolutely incredible. You guys want to do a little sing-along? Is it time? I think it's time. Boontis, this guy right beside me, he got his hands on a delicious slice of the best pizza in the universe. As the boys were here, and we got to enjoy. They sent us the chicken fingers and fries, which was freaking so good. Oh, gotta get Croker on his chicken fingers tour. We gotta revive that so we can go do Vern's. So good. Always excited for our Friday night Twitch stream, which is our Friday night pizza party, powered by our friends over at Vern's Pizza. Dance logo, there it goes. Beautiful. As they're always sending us these delicious delicacies. And we'll see what they send us coming Friday. But we celebrate. It was a nice change because for Pie Day, last Saturday, we did a makeup stream that we had missed previously. So we had the Friday night with the big 15-inch Vern's Original Thick, and then the Saturday night 15-inch Vern's Original Thick as we celebrated Pie Day. They were both $31.40 that day only. So it was nice to go just chicken fingers and fries. I think Grant and his team knew, like, man, these guys, they've been eating a lot of pizza. Let's give them some chicken fingers and fries. So that was very, very nice. But I'm very happy that you got your slice, my friend. How'd it go?
Delicious.
See, we don't just make this up.
I forgot how thick
the best.
Hey, Gary, you must have been so jacked up from that pie pizza that you just kept the party going at Canada Lake, eating all the 3 pies.
Yeah, I ate the pies.
3 out of 5 pies.
And then I ate the 3 cinnamon buns that were supposed to be for breakfast. I got into the cinnamon buns. I was eating cheese sandwiches by the end of the night. It's almost like I was hungry all the time for some reason. I can't imagine why that would be. It was so strange. But
the party was real.
It was a real party, that's for sure. We're back at tomorrow. Oh, boys. Shining Force 3, the joining theme. Sorry, boys, you can't hear this one, but up here. Then you bring it up a little higher up here. No whammy. Very good. Shining Force 3 tomorrow, about 12:30ish. Uncle Brando and I will be back on it, hopefully defeating whatever is left. Like, we're getting real close. And then back to Friday night, we got a new game coming out. And we will be supporting our friend with a new pizza to show off for you. Very excited. Thanks one more time. I just love this graphic because it dances. Vern's Pizza! Hit him up! Best in the biz. Then we go like this. See you later, Twitch.
The next game is 3.
We don't know yet. We're looking for suggestions because we don't know if we want to get into like another long one. It's our website, by the way. Yeah. It's kind of nice to do like one in a night type of thing. Like the Goof Troop we did last Friday was pretty cool. Again, I spent the whole time hanging out with you guys. I wasn't really on the stream, but Brando and Phenom carried it like they always do. Okay. It's time, you guys. If you have a business that's doing real good, you need some more eyes and ears as we continue to become the hyper-local voice of this city. We want to help you as long as you're doing good. That's the whole point. If you're like big corporation, you don't give a poop about human beings, we don't want to do business with you. You go make your money and just be you. We want the people that want to support local. We want the people that want to take that power out of the big corporations and put it back into the small mom and pop shops around our wallets. We'd love to have it come back to us, right? That's what it's all about here. So if that sounds like something you can get behind, if you're sick of Cyril Sneer out there flipping you upside down and taking every cent you have, we are here for you. It's the only time in your life it's a deal too good to be true. And the only way that works is when you truly want to do good. We don't look at money in the traditional way where everyone says money is God and nothing else matters. We say, how much you got? What are you trying to do? Seeing you and your business succeed, if you're a good person doing good, that's money to us. That's our currency. If you can get behind all that, I just realized we don't have the auto-tune. You have to, it's gonna be my horrible voice singing. Dang it. You don't realize how much you hide behind the auto-tune until you get in there, eh? It's not hooked up. I didn't get it hooked up. Again, producer this, so we'll have to do it the boring way. But we'll still do it. We can try. You want to try? Either way, I'll tell you, Seahawk is going to be mouthing the word. That's what he does. Okay, so we'll do this and then just knock
Stick
that.
to the track.
Yeah, we
I'll
got this.
stay in my lane.
I'll make sure I hit my email. Please reach out to us. Just send an email to 1, 2, 3, 4. contact@dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. What do you think? Pretty good? Pretty good? He likes it. You guys like it? All right, you guys. Great job today.
I did try a little.
I heard it lower. We'll play it back. We'll give you a full grade. Anything else before we wake Frankie up here today, Seahawk? Anything you want to promote? Anything cool going on?
Ooh, yeah, a couple things. My lovely wife is turning 45.
No, dog. She's turning
This week?
29. She's
Oh,
turning
yeah,
29.
Sorry. Yeah, 29
Laura,
this
we love you.
weekend.
And you don't look a day over 28.
That's right.
I got you, dog. I'm
and
helping you out.
Teagues is heading
Teagues?
down to New Zealand, Australia this week for
What?
youth travel.
What?
Yeah, she's gone for 2 weeks. She's gonna have a blast. It's gonna be awesome. I'm
Dude,
super proud.
Where is she going?
that
Say
she's
that one
gonna
more
do
time.
this.
Where's
New Zealand
In Australia?
and Australia.
Is she going to Melbourne?
No, unfortunately not. Otherwise, she'd go see the Berries down in Melbourne. She's going like I guess it would be Sydney and
Okay.
maybe Ivory Coast or something like that.
Well, I was going to
But,
say we can get her in touch with our buddy Coach One from the All the Way Around table. He lives in Melbourne, and he could show
That's
them around.
right.
Yeah. Either way, you think she would want to Zoom with us from Australia? Maybe we'll set up a quick Zoom with her.
Probably won't
Teagues on here.
happen.
No, okay, good to know.
But what will happen is
Straight up.
I could give you all the what's going on
Yeah.
with my sit ski experience
Very excited.
next week.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna try to get on the trails.
pumped for you,
And
buddy.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Who knows? I don't know how it's gonna go, but
I can tell you it's going to
Hey.
go exactly the way it's supposed to. Everything that we deal with nowadays, it's all just the universe saying, "Hey, Seahawk, you're doing really good. Let's make this thing that's in the back of your van work perfectly." That's, oh, you want to go skiing, Seahawk? You're doing so much good in the world right now. Let's make sure you sit ski the shit out of this place. You're going to be fine. That's what, oh, you're going to stay over with
Thanks.
your friends? Yeah, we'll put you in a position where you're going to succeed. That's what's going on. Same place, same thing with this place. Every time we think of doing something, the universe says, okay, let's do it this way. As long as you're trying and you're doing it from a good place, it's really tough to fail. Like, this place right here is a perfect example of that. I say it all the time, there's been a lot of lessons, a lot of mistakes. Just like in my life, man, I've made so many horrible, horrible, stupid mistakes. But if you keep trying and keep going and keep trying to make up for all of it, the universe will reward you. I think that's a good lesson. That's a good lesson for the day. Both of you guys, thank you. You know, I say it all the time, but I love you guys so much. It's so crazy to me that we're sitting here on this day, today, talking, like the three of us. It's so insane that the universe brought us together. That's what I'm talking about, man. This place is magical in that way. Bringing friends together, making sure we keep doing good things. That's it. Like, if we came together and we were all dinks, this wouldn't work. So I want to thank you guys for carrying us. Exactly. As well, big thank you to Ian Goodwillie, as well as our buddy Flats, and LB for getting us started here before he went to work his second job. We will be back tomorrow. All out of angst edition of your show. No Matt from all the bands, so we will be looking in for a fill. Hey, you want to fill in tomorrow, Seahawk? You want to join the all out of angst with Uncle Mike and I?
I'm a maybe because I might be a sit skiing.
Well, if there's ever a reason for you not to make it, that would be why.
But
I'll bug you in the morning.
Message me, man. Message me.
Yeah, we'll set it up. So we will be checking in with Uncle Mike and possibly this man. This guy, he's busy. He's off doing his thing. But we may be hitting the Twitch stream on Wednesday, which I'm very excited. Yeah, so there might be some Fortnite going on, Seahawk.
Ooh.
I know. I'm going to teach these kids how to play.
You guys are getting modern gaming. I like it.
Well, the kids have a request in, so we're going to do it.
Ah, cool.
The kids,
You're pointing to them like you can see.
They're not.
Can't get into it as much. All right. I will send you a message tomorrow to you. Thank you again for allowing this movement of being nice to each other, I guess we can call it now, continues to grow. Have an amazing, incredible rest of your Monday, and we'll miss you until tomorrow. Keep doing those good things. We love you so much. Have a great night.